See this chain? It says, "Fear not, no fear." Whatever way you want to take it. I bought it at a Christian store. I'm not a Christian. I don't even follow any like standard religion, whatever. I believe in God and all that, but I just don't follow any standard religion. Like I don't go to church and none of that. But I bought this because it meant like, to me, I always felt that way. It's not like something I saw and I was like, oh shit, that's true. So I always thought like that. Like after you come so close to dying, and you can see by the scars on my lips and shit, and on my face, how close I came. And but it's inevitable. Like people like to think that tomorrow is promised, and the next day is promised, and the next day is promised. You know, we're meant to die. That's the whole point of life. Like we're supposed to get done what we can get done in our time, and that's it. And time's up. So, you know, if I could die walking outside and getting hit by a car, or I could die 50 years from now of old age, either way it's gonna happen. And the way I believe, I think it's all a plan. Like the way I see history unfold, I think it's a plan. I don't, like, I'll say God, but if you don't believe in God, then you won't accept that. But I'll just say it's a plan. Like there's something going on. There's like so much shit that happens, and it's too much to be a coincidence. Like this person died, and this person takes on their job or whatever, and then they do a better job because that person died, or so on and so forth. And I just think whenever it's our time, it's our time, and we never know it's our time. Like everybody in the world goes to sleep at night thinking they're gonna wake up the next morning. Doesn't matter if you're poor as fuck living on the streets, or if you're rich as fuck living in a fucking mansion. Everybody thinks like that. Unless you have like some fucking kind of sickness that's, you know, it's life threatening. But for the most part, people who are generally healthy, they think they're gonna wake up the next day. They never know that they could just wake up. And what matter of fact, they could just not wake up. They'll go to wherever you think you'll go. Afterlife. That's the end right there. Whatever you believe. But that's how most people think. And once you lose that fear of it, not to say that you don't give a fuck, but you just know it's gonna happen. Like I know it's gonna happen. Like I look at my face every day and I see how my face changed because I'm not in control of what happened. And I love it. I love how my face is now and shit. Like now I look like somebody who just accepts. Like I'm not gonna live my life being scared of anything and shit. Like to do anything. If there's an opportunity anywhere, I'm gonna go there. I don't give a fuck. And let's just say I was one of those people who had a great job and shit. And then there was an opportunity for me to not only better my life, but change my life somewhere else. But it was only like a chance. I'd do it. Because if you died today, tonight, whatever, would you die for a check and shit? And that check is gonna go to whoever else they get to replace you at your job. Stupid. Like, there's some people who sit around and cry over money and shit, like if they lose their job or not. There's people who commit suicide over money, like their job. And I understand how some people are put in the position where they have to like be the provider for like a family or whatnot. But it's also sickening that we just put all our everything, not even our fate or anything, all our lives into money. And that's the leading cause of death. Like, when it comes to suicide, the leading cause is job loss of why people commit suicide. Check it up. It's true and shit. It's not depression or nothing. It's job loss. People who lose their jobs, they mostly commit suicide. Or not mostly, all of them. I'm just saying that's the leading cause, job loss to suicide. It's crazy. That's getting off track. But I always like to get off track. That's the way I do. If somebody's texting me right now, this person doesn't matter, so I'm not going to answer. I'm just saying, like, I think people should learn how to accept death. Like, you can see a scar right here too. Shit. Every time I look at my face, I see, damn, that close. And I'm still here. Is it a reason? Yeah, I believe it. Some people might say I'm lucky. Most people have told me it's a reason, but who knows, you know. You never know until it's over. Just like anything. Just like a movie. I think life's a movie and shit. Like, you never understand the whole movie until it ends, because there might be something at the end that be like, you know what I'm saying? That changes the whole fucking movie in just like 10 seconds or 5 seconds. And that's the way life is. Like, anybody could just die right now, and you don't know if 5, 10, 15, 25 years from now that somebody's going to look at what you did and it's going to spark them to do what you wanted to do. And just because it doesn't happen when you die doesn't mean anything. And if you live in fear of anything, like, oh, fucking, like, you sell drugs and shit, and you're scared of the cops busting your door, or you fucking, I don't know, you have paranoia of the road and you don't want to crash, or you have anything stupid, just accept it. We're all meant to die. There's people who was alive 100 years ago, you don't even know their name, and they thought the same way you thought until they woke up dead one day. You should do what the fuck you want to do. Life's too short. Make yourself happy. That's how I live. If it ever comes to the day where I have to undoubtedly do something that I don't want to do to survive in this society, I'm leaving it. Period. I'm not gonna stay here. I'd rather go live somewhere in the fucking jungle than do something that I don't want to do for the rest of my life. Because my life only got one. And I know my life, it was not given to me so I could work until I die and get taxes taken out of my check until I fucking die, and eat this shit that they service until I die. I think of myself too highly to let myself become part of this system. So I'll leave before that happens. Trust me. And if I disappear one day, it's not because I'm dead, it's because I left. And wait, hold up. Before I do that, if I do disappear one day, make sure where the fuck I went. Because you never know, man. These niggas are tricky. You know who I'm talking about. Motherfuckers like make me disappear and shit. But, like I said, just look out. Fearless. That's the way it should be. Most people aren't happy. They settle. And that's because of fear. Fear sucks. So let it go. Streetshood.com